Welcome to round 7 of the Women's Supa-Liga. Today we have Northern Hawks dressed in black against Western Devils FC dressed in blue. I'll go through the team lineup quickly for you now. Northern Hawks in goals, number 1, Carla Edwards. On court, number 8, Kayla McCulloch. Number 3, Ingrid Basalo. Number 10, Georgia Crawley. Number 9, Caitlin Balenka. Number 7, Carla Begun. And number 6, a surprise visitor, Victoria Wright. For Western Devils in goals today, they have Rachel Wilson. Number 11, Lauren Baker. Number 6, B. Wan. Number 7, Coral Buxley. Number 4, Andrea Parado. Number 12, Penelope Clayton. Number 5, Laura Waltman. Number 2, Nina Borman. And it's Northern Hawks who kick us off today, and it's Balenka who currently drives forward with the ball. Kayla McCulloch back after a few weeks off. She's been travelling overseas, so she has been missed on the Hawks side. Captain of the women's team for Northern Hawks. Is certainly looking to make her mark today. Interesting tactics we see here from the Devils, with Clayton being very high on the court, but that ball not finding its target on the first time, and it's Crawley who kicks it away. Crawley drives forward now with the ball. Finds McCulloch. And it's Basalo who tries to make the penetrating pass through the middle of the court to find Crawley. Here intercepted. And a good press from McCulloch to force the ball out there for Western Devils. And that call from the referee sending a player off has been a huge advantage for the Western Devils, leaving an unmarked pivot player for the Western Devils there, but they haven't made the most of their chance. It was a target on target shot. First touch for Edwards in goals. Now it's Baker. He resets the ball back to Criado, who's doubling up, having played a bit in their women's B team earlier this afternoon, doing well for herself on that occasion as well. Western Devils being disciplined, dropping off to halfway in regards to their defensive structure today. Leading the pack at the top is Clayton, followed by Priado with a good defensive run. But now there's been confusion between Buxley and Clayton, and look at all the space that Northern Hawks have found for themselves. Begun can't keep the ball in. And Basalo, caught sleeping, has not defended well and has been called out from her coach and the rest of the team to keep an eye on that. Crawley now. Basalo looking around but can't see too much, and just happy with the pass and rotation we're seeing now. Crawley's given it away. It's now Clayton who progresses forward as her pass is in behind Buxley. And ball back from Baker, a bit loose, but Clayton's kept that one in. It's a ball over the top. Edwards gets her first touch with her feet, sends it to Begun. It's Basalo now. Basalo's engaged with 2 defenders. Basalo trying to Megs Baker there, but hasn't got it through. I've seen Baker there on the stream as well, saying, no, no, no. And there was the first chance. Did you record that? The Northern Hawks there, catching the Western Devils off guard. Wilson, who drops the ball off for Clayton. They're looking for this long ball to find Prieto, and they have on this occasion. It's Borman who finds herself on the court for the Devils, but Basalo's intercepted that pass. Crawley now holds the ball up, but gets pushed over after. And here we have Wright on the court for the Northern Hawks. It's a disappointing sight to see earlier for me, especially being a West Coast Cobras player, her donning the Northern Hawks kit on her quick trip to Perth this weekend. And she got a quick call in from Kayla McCulloch. Obviously Northern Hawks a bit low on numbers today. Quite a few players out with injury. Prieto now, and with Buxley, the shot off target. So yes, one of the big names out for Northern Hawks, potentially for the rest of the season, will be Sophie Podmore, the league MVP for the Women's Supa-Liga last season. And Waltman shows herself on the court after arriving a little late to the game today. She's out on the left flank. Current top goal scorer for the league. We'll have a look at those statistics in our break. She certainly doesn't miss an opportunity, Laura Waltman, to get on target shots. And you can see that now with her press to win this ball for her side. Buxley's pass misplaced. See that work? All for nothing. McCulloch's ball over top. It's a save there from Wilson. Leighton trying to find Waltman. Thumbs up from Waltman there. She's misread the run. The gun slides that one through, but hasn't hit a target. Short ball again. You commonly see this, followed by a long ball, and there it is. McCulloch's done well to deny that one. It's Belenka now, who's dangerous from every area on the court of late, but it is right with the shot, that one off target. So Belenka has scored quite a few nice goals in the last couple of weeks. She's finding some form for herself after coming back from her second ACL reconstruction. It's good to see her back playing and playing well. Short ball from McCulloch here. And Belenka. Wilson coming out well, setting well. Spun that one out for the corner Northern Hawks here. It's a bit of a deflection there off Waltman. We'll see a corner. Ball across from Wright. Almost finds the solo.
Five away, please. Keep going.
A shot from distance from Crawley. Easy collection there for Wilson. Waltman to one. Finding the size. It's actually a nice 4-0 shape. Incorporated there. I don't know if it's intentional from Western Devils, but they certainly set up well to play out under pressure. We commonly see the the Western Devils play in a 3-1 system, and we commonly also see that long ball. So we might see a bit more of that now. So it's Clayton who usually looks for the long pass from that Fixo space. It's a corner for the Devils. Clayton flicks it on, but it's misplaced. It's Corley now. Plays it out for the run of right. Right, lays it off right to Waltman, and now the transition goes the other way, but it's Balenka who does well to snuff out that chance. Basalo now. Trying to find the run of Balenka, but intercepted well by the Devils. Clayton's not giving up on this one. Corley to right down the line for Balenka. It's a good movement there from right. Substitution made, finds Criado back on the court for the Devils, and a 4-second violation of time for Wilson. It's a free kick. Right up in near the D. It's a bit unfortunate there for the Devils. Zeba, did you see that one?
Unfortunately not. I was too busy manning the stream. But I will say, if you've got any score predictions, do put them in the chat, because I do like reading them.
Now set piece here, blocked by Priado. Very nice chance created. It's an interesting setup by the Hawks. Certainly looking to offer something different. Hasn't been seen. Here we have Basalo. Crawley shoots from distance. A slow, hard shot for Wilson to collect. Priado now is patient. Looks to bring the ball to her defender, and she's rotated well. Waltman intercepts that pass, and one now on the break to Waltman in front of goal, and there's the shot blocked by Bilenka. And in the end, it is Edwards who collects very well for her side. There's a bit of delay there, but all that was needing to be done was done. Salo, Corley, misplaced pass again. We're seeing a few of those quite common today from both sides, not just the Northern Hawks. Again, given away on a pass. Corley looking for goals today from distance. She does like to shoot. That one was a bit ambitious, I will add. Now she needs to keep an eye also on Priado, who's up by the keeper. I can't see on screen, but she's done well to defend in front, but hasn't been able to keep it under control. It's Buxley who takes the sideline kicking here. Priado now. Nice back roll and movement from the Devils side. Ball over the top, but it's Carla Begun there. Young youth player doing very well for herself in the women's game. Especially up against very experienced pivots in Priado. We've seen score numerous headers at back posts and goals, I would say, goals of the round. goes for it herself. Edwards, who finds Crawley. Crawley with a flicked ball over the top from a run of Belenka. She almost kicks that one in. Not enough to be able to get there in time. So it is now Priato. And there's that ball over the top. We're seeing the same sort of play, aren't we, Ziba? I should say Betim. So used to commentating you last night. In the Western Devils play, they are looking for the ball at the back and then over the top for their pivot players. But it's a common move that we're now also seeing from Northern Hawks. Crawley's done it numerous times as well.
Yeah, Devils are playing that high pivot up top to try and find space, although great little pressure there and tackle there from Priato. Again, Devils are trying to play that long ball, trying to split Northern Hawks open. And Northern Hawks are trying to react by doing the same. They should have calmed things down. When Hawks have the ball, they need to try and drag Devils towards them, as they're not really giving Devils time to spread out because they're just playing that ball a bit too fast. They're not really creating too much for themselves. It's been more of the Devils' show. They're Waltman on the ball now with options. Priato.
And that ball's been seen out of play. Northern Hawks that take it with Crawley. Clayton now takes the sideline kick for the Devils. And over the top, and Edwards has done well to read that one and palm it away. Priato cuts. Manages to get past Begun, but the shot off target. McCulloch under pressure of Buxley. Across now. You can see the press being called from and here and see the press being called. Big challenge and a shot from Clayton sees the Western Devils lead. It's a bit of a fall there from Belenka. She doesn't look happy with that one. Clayton capitalised on that opportunity. And here we see it on screen again. Just hit it near post. Gone past keeper Edwards. McCulloch and Belenka now. Bit of a difference we're seeing in the play of the Western Devils in regards to the press. They've certainly upped it now in the last moments of this game, not allowing Northern Hawks as much time on the ball. Here's that ball over the top for Belenka, who tries to head it on. Bad effort. Wilson is collected. Over the top from Clayton, not found. Waltman on that occasion. Right back on the court, sawing things down, dragging the ball back and does a good movement there. She seems not to have forgotten how to play futsal in her absence to the game in the last little while. She spoke to me earlier outside, said she's been playing quite a bit of outdoor football at MPL level, but hasn't been playing any futsal. Clayton again now winds up for the shot, but hits the side netting. Did very well to find herself some space on this right flank. Devils looking the better in the last few minutes. Press is certainly working for them. McCulloch being asked a lot of here, and the referees have not seen that one last touched the Devils player. Disbelief on McCulloch's face says it all. She's a pretty honest player. She's going to say that, it's probably going to be true. McCulloch now. It's quite a defensive block to play up against, but she's done well to get the touch on the ball. And Albert on the far side has pulled the foul, so Northern Hawks will get back the possession. We're now in stop clock with 41 seconds remaining. It'd be nice for Northern Hawks to get one for themselves, but that sort of a play they're not going to be able to. Ball moves well for Northern Hawks, and Wright finds the pass through the middle, but snuffed out by one. Right, all over the top, but she's taken too long. The ball was not on the line in that instance. Albert seen and called. All over the top. Starlow's allowed a bit of space for Borman. But good work there from the double defence of Basalo and Wright to get themselves the ball back. And the shot taken, 8 seconds remaining. Gun finds Basalo. 3 seconds and off-target shot. Another corner. This one's gone in the favour of Northern Hawks. Might be a bit calmer for the last one. Chances here, but she's taken the touch, and that will be half-time. Basalo not aware of the time on the clock, unfortunately. She should have certainly pulled the trigger earlier on that one. Now, before we go to an ad break, we are going to have a look at the Golden Boot race for the Women's Supa-Liga. Now, before we put it up, I will mention that this is from 2 rounds ago, so it's not including last round's goals scored, nor today's. So let's have a look at it now. So looking there, Laura Waltman in the lead on 8 goals. Next closest is a youngster from West Coast Cobras, EJ Silva. And then it's a close one after that with 4 players sitting on 3 goals, and those include Luana Ascendio from Andinas, Matilda Boyle, Northern Hawks, Nell Clayton, who might be further up the chain now. We've certainly seen her score a very good one today, and Lauren Contenabati from West Coast Cobras. Now, I know Matilda Boyle has left Perth for now, so I don't think she's going to be getting any further up the goal-scoring chain. Might look a bit different after this weekend's goals have been put in. And it'll be interesting to see in the coming weeks if Waltman can keep her lead.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Second half is about to kick off, and it will be the Western Devils, the away team, who start us off. Ballman. Waltman. Clayton can't get past right on the far side. Hawks set up in a 3-1. I haven't seen them adopt the 4-0 shape too much today. Right, looking to try and find McCulloch there, but hasn't been able to do so, and it's Baker who wins the ball back for her side. Woman now, not on her preferred foot. She'll be looking to try and get that one onto her left, which is certainly her strongest side. Salo makes a great run, but the throw there of Edwards has hit the ceiling.
Up here, right across. Thank you.
Good pressure there that we've seen from Victoria Wright. Salo now heads it down. And now we see McCulloch make an amazing run down the right flank, but Cawley could not hit the target in that instance. It's a bit back and forth at the moment, with neither team sort of settling on the ball. Have a bit of a look at the statistics. It is the Northern Hawks who are on 138 passes compared to the Devils' 84. And their passing strings of +5 are much higher in the Northern Hawks of 8 times compared to Devils 3. Pass completion rate 75 for Northern Hawks compared to 61 for Devils. And possession in favour of the Northern Hawks at 60%. And here's a chance now. A 2 against Carla Edwards, and it's Baker who can't seal the deal there after a pass from Waltman. So going back to the statistics I was just talking about, it's actually Northern Hawks who are higher in all areas on the court by one, the one that counts, the goals. Baker's showing her strength now on the ball and under pressure. Waltman's done well to drop in and gather that one up for her. Now Clayton on the far side has found Waltman, and a touch has seen her go into Basalo, but she's keeping it in. The speed there is really good, and ball across goal. Borman not getting there, going past the face of Clayton. Devils have certainly created the two better of the opportunities for themselves in the last period of play. Borman doing well defensively, but has seen it out of play. Northern Hawks with the sideline kick. Very shortly we'll hear from Batim Zebra on his thoughts on the game. For now, in the next minute, we'll just see what Northern Hawks can create. We know that Georgia Crawley can shoot from distance, and here she goes. This one off target though. All right, I've got Batim Zebra beside me. We'll hear some thoughts from him. He spoke earlier in the first half, and we're 5 minutes into the second half. It'll be interesting to hear what he has to say.
Thank you, Blake. Devils continuing to press on, and I'm not sure why the Hawks haven't set up the 4-0, because that formation encourages the press to playing behind.
Something that I mentioned before that we're not seeing as much of. We are seeing the long runs down the flanks, but the balls aren't getting there, are they?
No, obviously Coley's trying to play those balls through. Clayton with a shot, taking a deflection of a corner ball. But essentially, Hawks are trying to play those long balls without creating those spaces in behind to play those long balls, which is a bit of their downfall at the moment. The press from... I'll get back to that thought in a moment. Waltman. Little bob shot ahead of her. Plays Buxy. Although back to Waltman. Clayton is trying to draw out the Hawks a little bit and giving that one away just a little bit. Although Basella trying to fight off. Waltman with a shot and taking deflection off McCulloch. You see a bit of a fight there. First time shot from Borman and it's taking deflection off McCulloch. Let's see. There's Buxy just checking myself there in the top. See if anyone does watch her run.
Yeah, so just before there, Tim, you were mentioning about the press, which was something that actually was working very well in the last moments for Western Devils.
Well, the Hawks look like they're doing a bit of their own press themselves, although... Free kick given, I think, from holding of the shirt, but I could be wrong. Well, the Hawks have started to press a bit more themselves, which has, gotten them opportunities. Then you find that balance of pressing when they don't have the ball and maybe trying to draw the Devils towards them. 4-0. Shot there off the back of Clayton, who probably wasn't happy with a bit of a sting on her back after that one.
So it is now the Northern Hawks that have possession. Edwards has read that well and come forward to give the ball to Corley. So hopefully we see a bit more positive play from the Northern Hawks in regards to their possession, especially with those long balls. And Devils just need to find the back of the net. They've created the chances, just haven't been able to slot it home in those chances. It's now Clayton chips it forward. Blanca there putting in the hard challenges, finds herself on the floor again, but she's coming back into play now. Big challenges across the court really, and even that one there, Corley's come in to challenge for the ball. We are seeing those sprinted exit runs down the flanks from Northern Hawks, but the balls aren't getting there. Something. The shot has seen a corner for her side as it's been parried out of play by Wilson. And there's the whistle blown by the referees. A free kick there on a foul from on Clayton. Ball over the top. It's gone out of play. And we'll see Edwards collect for her side. Begun. To Belanca. Just in the defence well there, but Gunn hasn't been able to keep that one in on the side. Calls of a press from the coach, Greg Farrell for Northern Hawks. Salo's made it through and she's gotten that toe poke that she's so known for off and it's just gone out of goal. Now, the referees are saying that is a keeper's ball on this occasion. Press called from Farrell. Begun's done well to defend in front of Waltman, but the pass has gone out of play. Now, different tactics from the Devils. They've put all of their players high, and then their pivot has dropped to receive. Back to the rest of the team. Interesting way of doing things. sorry, not Waltman, it's Priato there that tries to lay that one off for one. There's a handball, but that has been called.
No advantage.
Blanca waiting for a whistle that never came, and Farrell isn't happy with that one. He's not wanting the long ball, he wants them to play and play well. Blanca now. Good save from Wilson.
Run in. Don't stand out and watch. Run in.
McCulloch doesn't find Blanca. And it'll be the long ball again. McCulloch's done well defending in front and flicked on now from Blanca, given away. McCulloch drives forward. Blanca, here's a chance for Northern Hawks across goal, and it was a good one. Almost got there, big gun running in at back post. Salo too far away from the kick taker. And Devils build their way up the court now. Waltman over the top, and she finds the head there of one, but Edwards has read it well enough to get her hands to that one and save it. Waltman intercepts again. She's winning a lot of balls for her side, creating a lot of chances. And the girls today for the Western Devils putting everything on the line, both sliding to get to the ball and sliding to try and get it in the back of the net. Underhooked pass from Wright. Somehow they've managed to get it for themselves and progress forward. Time's running out for Northern Hawks. They're going to need to get more together to get themselves on the score sheet. The best of the bunch so far for them is the chance created from Blanca on the right-hand flank that we saw moments before. Finds one, and one just can't get a foot around it on that occasion. I believe one is a left-footed player. Memory. We'll have a look shortly, see what she plays with, but looked like it was on her dominant side. Now it's begun. Who shoots? There's been a bit of a deflection, but Wilson's kept it in. Press is called from the bench. Edwards gives it away. A mistake made there, punished for it on that occasion. Big celebrations from the Western Devils. Goal scorer was B1, we believe. We'll see a replay of it now. Yeah, that was one after she missed that last kick. Now, Northern Hawks go to play flag keeper. There's a lot of miscommunication happening around the court for the Hawks. That last goal, the coach had yelled out for Edwards to dummy it, but it didn't happen that occasion. He asked Wright to move out of the way for a shot. That didn't happen, so things are going to need to improve for their side if they're wanting to get back into the game. Crawley's dribbled that one out of play. McCulloch now. Looks to press, and it's Begun who's gathering the ball up for her side, and now they look to play flag keeper, but Begun has misplaced her pass. It's just not happening for Northern Hawks today. Might hear the shouts from the coach there for a bit more of a press from Northern Hawks. They're going to need to win the ball back if they're going to have a chance to get back in the game. Begun, though, is starting to look a bit more threatening herself. She's had now 2 chances by pressing, tackling well and winning the ball. An interesting press we're seeing from Northern Hawks now. All 3 players high, and going to get caught out again if they're not careful.
Victoria, step. In front.
And there's Wilson collecting the ball. Waltman now. Waltman certainly the difference in her side. Is Clayton getting frustrated with her side? She's yelling at Waltman that she needs to get up into pivot. And Waltman has nearly knotted that one in. It's hit the crossbar. Edwards showing faith in her side and progressing up the court to persist with fly keeper for the last 4 minutes here. If Northern Hawks can do this well today, we might see them score a goal. We've seen them do it before where they've had quite a bit of success, and then other times where they've conceded a few. So anything can happen today. We have also actually seen Edwards score from tight angles, so could be on the cards as well. That's right. McCulloch shot very wide of the target. Timeout has been called by Western Devils, I'm assuming to talk a bit about defensive structure. There's a big harsh talk happening here between Clayton and Waltman, so much so she's got her hands on her. That's all right, they seem good. They're sorting it out. Over to Greg Farrell now. He's wanting his players to follow up on the shots and the chances they're creating. The parried balls and winning the second ball in front of goal. He wants them to press and press hard. Clayton not wanting to let this one slide today and wants to keep that 2-0 lead. You can tell that in the passion, the talk that she's just put out towards her side. And they have made a chance straight after that timeout. Basalo down the line. From Cawley. Almost created something for themselves there. It's Clayton, looks long. Now it's Waltman that takes the sideline kick. It's asking for distance. Shot has hit the crossbar again. They're getting closer and closer. That's their second crossbar since that stoppage in play. We're almost in stop clock territory. It could have almost been a handball there with Carla Edwards' hands outside the D as she's distributed it. Not seen by the referees. Play on. See Belanca calling for the ball deep in that pocket of space. There's the ball through the centre. It's been intercepted. Reaction from the girls has been good enough to win it back for themselves. Northern Hawks now progress forward. Cawley shoots from distance. It's collected it for herself again. Belanca. Belanca toes it forward and McCulloch's there to collect. I believe what Farrell is trying to communicate with his side is that he wants two at the back in Cawley and McCulloch. Now good footwork there from Edwards. Could see this as a chance. Oh, that one was close. Nice back roll, feint, and then shot toward goal. Now it's McCulloch who's playing it from the back instead of Cawley. Which is probably my preferred way of doing it. As Cawley, if she can get a bit closer to goal, she's certainly got a deadly shot. And we know McCulloch is a very good ball player in that space. All right, ball forward. Seen a 2-on-2 here. Blanca, seen that, kick that one. I don't know what she's done there. Was that a shot? We don't know. We're unsure what happened. Play goes on now, and Cawley showing strength. Cawley might be able to get enough, but Wilson's there to collect. Long throw, headed away. It's Basalo who kicks it in. Malenka. Ball's gone underfoot on that occasion. Shot from distance, but it's Edwards who's managed to get there in a little bit of a panic state. But she's there. They're using the time now in their advantage to get all of their players into position. Edwards with the long throw. She's managed to miss the roof and get the distance, but couldn't find Basalo. Giving it back so they won't be able to continue with fly keeper. 40 seconds on the clock. Uncertain if they'll be able to do too much more. This situation, Edwards has dummied. It was a good choice and a good block. She now needs to put the ball in play before she runs away. Now, interesting to see that Clayton is persisting with a high press. Oh, and Belenka's given it away. And given a goal to Clayton to seal it for the Northern Hawks today and put Nell Clayton closer to Aura Waltman in the Golden Boot race. Both those two fighting for goals up against each other. Let's see that again now. Nicely placed to the bottom corner. Blanca shoots from distance. It's got the power, but not the accuracy. Waltman has to drive down the line. Blanca trying to do everything she can. Long ball gone out on the far side. Sorry, given by Clayton. Blanca now. Great save from Wilson. That one has hurt her, though. You can see her holding that arm inside and flicking the wrist out. Buxley with a chance, finds Waltman, and the final whistle blows. Waltman almost getting one for herself. And we're just watching a replay of that one now. It was a good save from Wilson to keep that clean sheet for her side. So we go through the goal scorers. Nell Clayton getting 2 for herself today. One in the first half, one in the second half, and B1 also getting a goal for herself today. The statistics up on the screen for you now. Earlier on we had a look at those stats. It was Northern Hawks that led in most areas, but sorry, we're having a problem getting the statistics up. One moment for us, please. Northern Hawks with the higher statistics earlier on in the match. Be interesting to see now what they are, and especially that shot count as well. Western Devils with passes of 222 compared to Northern Hawks 313. Completed passes. That's a very interesting statistic. So only 146 of those were completed by Devil and 220 from the Hawks. So only 63% passing completion rate from the Western Devils, even though they had such a dominant performance today. Let's have a look down now to total shots. Northern Hawks actually put together 33 shots with 20 of them on target. How amazing is that for them? But none of them getting on goal. That means that there was a very good performance today from Rachel Wilson, having to stop 20 on target shots and keep a clean sheet. On the other hand, the Western Devils taking 19 shots for themselves, with 7 of those on target and 3 of them going in goal. Thanks for tuning in for the last Women's Superliga match for the weekend. We will be back later this afternoon for the men's fixtures, so tune in then. We'd love to see you on the stream. Thank you.